Alright everybody, welcome to another broadcast with DerkovRenault-Le. I'm actually going to be one of the spectators here between two of my friends, Indian and sc2. They're doing a little friendly 1v1, father versus son. We're going to go ahead and see how this plays out. It's a toss versus Zerg map. sc2 is going to be the Blue Protoss, and Indian's going to be the Pink Zerg. It's the Chef versus the Warrior. I don't know who's going to win, but this is going to be a ready-to-rumble fight! At any rate, folks, I do apologize. I haven't really been around casting very much. Been very, very busy. Just got over an 18-hour hiccup fit. It has not necessarily been the best of days. But everything in life is going well. And, you know, really, I've been working on my casting skills a little bit. I actually got a card for minor league broadcasting, I guess. And it's just something if it's something I want to do, I'll do. Who knows, maybe you'll see me down at MLG Dallas once I perfect my skills a little bit more. But I have actually been trying to catch up on a little bit of my HD, Husky, and Day 9. I've seen some of the tournaments of late. And I took a small break from StarCraft for a little bit, played a little bit of League of Legends. You guys have seen those videos up on my website. Or, not website, but on my YouTube page. And I really miss the intricacies of StarCraft, because StarCraft, there's a lot to do instead of just micro. There's the macro, there's the strategy, there's the, oh no, he's going carriers, or whichever. It's just fun. There's so many different strategies. In League, it's just kind of you micro around and you pray your hero can kill the other heroes. At any rate, we are on Antigua Shipyard. This is a 2v2 map, and again, this is going to be a father versus son match. Indian versus sc2. Really quick, what we do currently have is, in the end, is the son. sc2 is the father. And what's really kind of funny is, he's the chef. So, we'll see. Pretty much, the map's really well laid out. It does have quite a few mineral resources, mineral spawns. There's a key point in the middle for the Xel'Naga Watchtower, which can see a lot of points. So, pretty much, again, we have the Pink Zerg versus the Blue Protoss. And in the end is saying broken mouse. He's going to go ahead and pause, I think. And we're going to go ahead and see what they do for scouting. So, but right now, let me go ahead and just go over the map a little bit. You got a pretty tucked away second expansion for your second base. If you want, you can come over here to the third base, which is a really easy expand. And you have these rocks to kind of protect that as well. That way you only have one entrance. It's a really big entrance to your base. But one of the keys is right here, this Xel'Naga Watchtower, which will actually give you a ton of vision. And you can keep an eye on both gold resources. And in the end, it looks like that he's going to go for an early expand. He is sending out a probe. He made a pylon at the entrance to his second base. His chrono boost, I always save it until the pylon gets ready. And then after the pylon is ready, I keep making more probes. And I boost my nexus. I always put 2 in because it'll go to about here on the chrono boost for 2 fresh probes that just started. Indian is currently supply locked. He's making 2 overlords. Ooh, a little bit of an overcompensation, but that's what ends up happening when you don't really keep an eye on your overlords. Typically you want to go 10 drones, then an overlord, or do the little drone trick and put a drone on the gas. I don't like doing the drone on the gas because you still lose that 5 minerals because it is 4 and nothing in the game actually costs 4. sc2 is scouting around in the end's base. In the end is not sending a drone in order to deal with the probe. In the end, since there is a little smoke spot right here, or I'm sorry, sc2, since there is a little smoke spot right here, and in the end doesn't have sight of it, could have actually put a pylon here in order to start warping into his base. sc2 is just kind of hiding the probe, and they're playing, hey look, chase the probe! Oh, he's going for the bold Forge Fast Expand. We're going to see how this works. There does look to be a little bit of a crack right here, but that's okay. And then also on top of that right here, there's a space here. I don't know if he's going to block that off with a cannon or if he's going to block that off with a building or some units or whichever. Right now, sc2's money is getting a little high. His chrono boost is just... it's maxed. Come on, sc2, use your chrono boost! In the end, is scouting. He is not scouting correctly. Well, he is, but he needs to go ahead and he needs to scout up here. It looks like that he will find Zeratul. The next Nexus is going down. There's the gateway, and in the end is going to see it. Now, with this second base that Zeratul has, he does need to defend it. And within the end, getting the spawning pool, 6 Zerglings can wreck his day. But it doesn't look like that he's getting 6 Zerglings. In the end, is fairly high on money. He's not producing a queen as soon as his spawning pool popped, even though that he does have enough. And right now, it's 18 to 19. And in the end, is actually getting a really good scout. He currently sees that Zeratul might be supply locked, which he is. And Zeratul needs to, I would say, throw down a cannon, probably here, and try and get some units here for any type of a roach bust or anything else. And let's see here. In the end, you are just being absolutely mean to your father, stealing that gas. You should have canceled and redone it. But again, the chrono boost on this Nexus is so high. Now, mind you, both of these players are either bronze or silver. I can't quite remember which. But there is the gate. There is a zealot that is coming out that will probably come up here and finish that off. And then with the other pylon that's there, it's going to provide a little bit of support in case he wants to do cannons in case of mutas. Oh, and Indian's going for a brave expand. Let's actually see if Zeratul sees that top expansion, and he does. He does see it. It is up here on the minimap, but he's going to be unaware of this expansion that's right here. It's a nice little hidden expansion. It can give you a lot of resources, and it can give you a lot of versatility. Especially if it's not found, because it can give you just a ton of income. Right now we see the cybernetics core coming down. It is 6 minutes into the game. In the end, is just trying to expand and get his economy up. He's been working very hard on trying to become a better StarCraft player overall. He actually does also watch Day 9, as does he watches Day 9, as do I, and as does his father, Zeratul. And we all just typically have a good time, and we can talk about the games and the tournaments and who wins. But I tend to be a fanboy and follow my favorite, Liquid TLO. Indian's making a little frowny face because he lost his extractor. Now, I don't know if Zeratul actually sees this. He does see it on his vision. He does only have 1 zealot out. He's getting a sentry right now. He has been gaslocked pretty hard. He does need to get another extractor done, and he needs to start using his chrono boost. His chrono boost could just propel his economy beyond belief. His minerals are really high. I would say probably throw down another 3 or 4 gateways. Get that warp gate research out. He has 2 nexuses building with the chrono boost. Need to Maynard some probes over here. Saturate this natural expansion. But he is putting a pylon there, and in the end, 3rd base. But he is unaware of this, and in the end is just starting to build drones. I don't see a queen coming out. I do see roaches, however, and I do see. I don't see another queen. Let's see, he's got about 9 roaches, which can do just a ton of damage. There's a stalker coming out. Here comes 4 more warp gates. Might be a little late, but that's okay. Need to get some probes over here in this gas in order to keep up that stalker production. Oh, and he's going for the upgrades level 1. Now this is where the chrono boost really comes in handy, especially if you've saved it up. You can chrono boost the forge just like he's doing. Now mind you, he has had full chrono boost for quite some time. And what can happen is if you save this, you can just do a massive push, especially since he has all of these resources, all of these minerals saved up. He can just do a massive push. And Zeratul is expanding to the gold. That's very, very bold, and if in the end doesn't catch it, he's going to fall behind in economy very, very quickly. What I would do is place a couple of pylons here, throw down a couple of cannons, and maybe a pylon back here and a cannon or 2. Or even put it up here, just to prevent muta harass. But it does look like he is going with the Hydra build. The Hydra Roach build, which is very, very powerful, and he's just now starting to spread creep. I would personally get a queen in each base, just so I can go ahead and keep up that larva production, so I can pump out those drones, get that saturated. His money's getting a little bit high, But Zeratul is just playing it calm. Oh, and he took my advice. He must have heard me. There's the 2 pylons. That way he can warp in case he's being attacked. I would probably lay down maybe another gateway, get a robotics bay going. But he's actually going to go with the Stargate. Right now, since I would have 2,200, I would just make some zealots since I'm a little low on gas. In the end, did stall his gas quite a bit by taking that extractor, and he didn't put probes on these gas right away. I would also, since I have so much money, probably expand right here just for the gas. Oh, he must hear me. He must have a link to my phone. Is my phone on? But right now we currently have the unit production in the end is ahead. Zeratul just needs to go ahead and get some more units going. But right now, I don't like this play where you hover your overlord. You don't have any map control. You can't see, and oh, does he see it? Does he see it? He sees the pylon, but is he going to do anything about it? His units aren't moving. There go a few hydras, but I don't know where the hydras are going. And in the end, you need to spread your creep. The hydras are so slow off of creep. Oh no, the hydras are going to get sniped. There goes a hydra. He lost a hydra. Now you don't have a whole lot of units. Zeratul, you need to go back. You need to go back. Ah! And there goes down the 5 stalkers. I don't know if Zeratul actually sees that. Yes, I don't know if he sees it. Does he see it? Okay, stop. Go to the one I want. No, he actually does not see in the end's hatchery, and he's not going to be able to because that pylon's going to get sniped out. But he is starting to build a massive force here up front. What I would recommend is just getting the Zealot legs as well as the Blink. Now, the Void Ray is a very powerful play because with the Stalkers down below, the Stalkers can not only attack the Roaches, but if the Stalkers focus on the Hydras and bring the Hydras down, he's absolutely defenseless. Right now with, he's got 1, 2... Zeratul, you really need to just keep doing that chrono boost. Boost out these upgrades. You can boost out 2-2. You can boost out, throw down some more forges. There you go. You need a little bit more gas, and oh no, this is going to be absolutely horrible. In the end, is moving out with his massive army, and Zeratul just is not prepared. I don't think he's going to be able to get enough of the hydras down, and he's not. Oh no, Zeratul, you're going to lose your Void Rays. Oh, that was such a pivotal part. You need to move back, let that cannon take some damage. It's a little late to warp in the Zealots. The Stalkers have already gone down. And this could be a good game, depending on... Let's see, Zeratul needs the macro. He needs it in order to stay alive. If he actually adds all of it here, he can stock up, possibly recover, but in the end, just showing how much he's improved. He's expanded everywhere. He doesn't necessarily have all the gas that he needs. And I don't know if he's going to keep pressing the attack, but we will see. Oh, Zeratul, you need to keep pumping units out. You need those Zealots. You need the Blink. Oh, you need the charge. You don't just need the Blink. You need the charge. He does only have Hydras left at the moment. I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, is he going to be able to bring these Zealots over? He needs to bring these Zealots over. This may end up being a close fight. Those Hydras are just trying to get to that the Void Ray. Oh, the Void Ray survives! The Void Ray survives! You need to re-macro up. You need to transfer probes from your main base Zeratul and move them over here. You need more gas. You need to warp in more units. You need to repower this. You need to repower everything here. Oh, Zeratul, if you only knew about this base right here. Oh, this is the reason why you scout, even if it's only for a 50 mineral probe. In the end, is just he's just going, let's go to the unit counting station. In the end, does have 58 drones. Zeratul has 63. I would stop producing probes at this time. For in the end, 60 is okay until you hit 200. Then you can start sacrificing drones. But Zeratul is re-expanding to the gold. I would highly, highly recommend just making some more stalkers. I would just... You're forgetting about all these little probes over here. I know you've gotten the warning and you can move them all here, you can move them all over here. But here's the sentries. You need a few stalkers. Let's see. In the end, only has 30 hydras. He's just going to go mass hydra. This is such a huge mistake, especially if... Oh no, Zeratul, you have not gotten the charge. I'm trying to click it for you. I'm trying to click the charge. Oh, in the end, you haven't even gotten their groove spines. I'm trying to click it for you both. You don't have the roaches and the speed. Oh, and in the end, you're running out of gas very, very quickly. You need to put the gas here. Zerg is very, very dependent on gas mid to late game. I mean, you have 4 bases you could be mining gas out of, and you're letting your father come back and beat you down. This is sad. You had your father. You were better, but he's going to be able to come in and crush you. Now, Zeratul's third base is not quite up and running yet. He hasn't attacked. Oh, and he's finally getting the legs. The legs are going to make or break this army. The legs will actually allow the zealots to charge into the Hydra force and just take them down. What Zeratul really needs to do right now is take a 4th base, and if he can take a 4th base, he can start to macro and produce. Oh. Does he see the creep? Does he see the creep? I don't think he does. Oh no, he's using his void rays on the Hydroton with all of those Hydras there. Oh, he loses the void ray. He's losing so much. Oh, and he doesn't get the Hydroton. Oh, but he finally sees the expansion. Zeratul sees the expansion. Is he going to go and take it out? Oh, the Hydras are popping, but they're not going to be able to kill. They take down one Void Ray, but they're not going to be able to take down anything else. He might be able to get this other Void Ray that's low on health, but the Queen goes down. Right now, Zeratul is just absolutely demolishing this base. In the end, he's going to try and save it, but he doesn't have the creep spread. He has 1 creep tumor. The expansion goes down. Oh, he is losing so many drones. Oh, no. Oh, and these zealots are going to be able just to keep ripping through these Hydras. The Hydras only have a 1 upgrade. The zealots have a 1 shield, 1 weapon, and they're going to be able to keep ripping through these Hydras. Oh no! That's a huge blow for in the end. Now he has lost a lot of zealots, and it's not going to be easy to recover from that credit. He can warp in a lot. In the end's money is at 8,200 minerals. Man, what I wouldn't give for 8,200 minerals. If Zeratul just goes into the main base, he can finish this game. But it looks like that he just kind of forgot about his Void Rays. Oh, no, he's moving his Void Rays. And because there isn't the creep spread, the Hydras are not going to be able to get back in time. There goes down the Hydra Den. If Zeratul takes out the layer, he is not going to be able to make any more Hydras. The Hydras are so slow off of creep. Oh, and look at all these drones going down. Zeratul, you have way too many probes. You need to sacrifice some of those probes. Move all of these non-working probes in your base over to this gold expansion. And then you need to go ahead and just move them over here too. Get that gas mining. Are you going to be able to get the layer before the Hydras get there? Oh, he doesn't. He backs out. He backs out, which is a very wise option. Sometimes it's not always wise just to sacrifice all of those Void Rays. He did try and turn around, get a few pot shots off, but that just didn't work. You need to keep constantly with those upgrades. Oh, this is sad times. You have 3 Nexus at full chrono boost. 4! Oh, in the end, you need to just keep Keep macroing. Get little Zerglings. You still have a spawning pool. You need more queens. You need creep spread. This is going to be a last attempt for in the end. If this does not work, if he does not make this push in order to come back and slaughter this army, he is... It's game over. It's GG. Zeratul trying to place the force fields, but they're just not working. Oh, here come the Templars. Are the Templars going to be able to storm? They don't have storm yet. The pylon goes down, and there goes the Templar. Oh no! It's been a turn of events. Use your probes. He only has 24, 29 Hydras, 28 Hydras. He can't make any more. He's got more Hydras also. Right there, he's got 3 more. He's only got 28. Oh, Zeratul, just warp in some Stalkers and you'll be okay. No, you don't need to Chrono Boost the Forge anymore. You need to keep warping in units. You need the Storm. Oh, no. And he's coming up the back door. He's going to try and break down these rocks. Oh, it's a lone DT. Zeratul, you can win with a lone DT. The DT's like, Hydra. Wait, my whole base is dying. What the hell? This is so not cool. In the end, realizes that there is a DT there. He's probably going to lose all of his Hydras to this one DT, but how much damage are the Hydras going to be able to do? 3 more DTs coming in. They'll be able to go ahead and mop that up. I do believe that Zeratul may end up losing losing his Nexus. Yep, Nexus is going to go down. Oh no, he doesn't finish the Nexus. In the end, it only has 43 hit points left. You're not going to save the Hydras. Oh no. And in the end, you have so many resources. You could just make more, but it's good game because he has the flying void rays. At any rate, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and have this uploaded. Please tune in for later, and we can have more father versus son duels. But real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at the economy breakdown. Zeratul only had an average of unspent resources of $2,600. The macro needs to get needs to be a little bit better. In the end, had a very much a higher count. For units, they were actually about they trained almost the exact same number of units. The kill count's a little different, and the build order's a little kind of wonky. I'm not going to go into that. But if you take a look at the graphs, in the end, had a total domination, and then he just went blah. And then he died. If you go to the resource collection rate, in the end was still behind the whole game because Zeratul was able to keep up in expansions. Remember, Zerg need 1 additional base to everybody else's in order to be able to keep up on resources. Now, if you go back and take a look at the unit counting station, Zeratul had way too many probes, and again, the macro needs to end up being a little bit better, but again, both of these players are in either bronze or silver, and they've actually gotten so much better. It used to be, I'd have to yell at them, make probes and drones! But at any rate, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. This has been another wonderful broadcast with DerkovRenault. I'm glad to be back. I'm going to continue doing this, and have a great night.